3 reviews in a row and I need to do something easy. Shit. I wasn't expecting this to come out so soon. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile comes from director Joe Berlinger, who also directed the excellent Netflix documentary Conversations with a Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes that came out earlier this year. The film is based on Elizabeth Klutfer Kendall's book, The Phantom Prince, My Life with Ted Bundy, and is told through her perspective. So let's talk about the biopic. Biopics can either be really good, okay, or just awful. The best biopic I've seen this decade is Love and Mercy, which specifically focused on 2 eras of Brian Wilson's career: the period he was making Pet Sounds and Smile, and his controversial care under Dr. Eugene Landy in the 80s. This made for a great biopic. On the other hand, you have All Eyes on Me, which was only made because Straight Outta Compton was a hit, made up stories that weren't true, and did not focus on Tupac the Man, but rather played the greatest hits of his life and catalog. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile specifically focuses on 2 things: Ted Bundy's relationship with Elizabeth Klutfer Kendall and the media circus that was Ted Bundy's trial. On that front, it does a great job covering the media frenzy surrounding this trial. This was, after all, the very first televised trial. The film also does a great job in exploring Ted Bundy's manipulative nature. One thing I must absolutely praise Berlinger for is not making this an exploitation film. It would be extremely easy to turn this into an exploitation film, and the filmmakers wisely avoided the gorier aspects and only showed them when needed. Granted, this is what the audiences will hate about this film, but it's for the best. If you want the blood and gore, Conversations with a Killer is right there on Netflix. So let's talk about the career trajectory of Zac Efron. This is Zac Efron performing the appropriately titled Scream from High School Musical 3. Seeing this out of context, he was born to play Ted Bundy. But post High School Musical, nobody was taking Zac Efron seriously. But Efron had a clear plan. He did R-rated comedies full well knowing no one would take him seriously. He was surprisingly good at those roles. However, if it weren't for his performance as Chris R. in The Disaster Artist, I would have dismissed this. In that 2 minutes of screen time, he showed a surprising intensity that worked for me, and this was a glorified cameo. I seriously did not recognize Efron. He was that damn good in The Disaster Artist. When this project was first announced, I surprisingly got behind Efron as Ted Bundy. In Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile, he nails Ted Bundy. He captures everything about Ted Bundy to a science: his manic episodes in the courtroom, his charisma, his narcissism, and his evil side. Efron is giving what is essentially a made-for-TV movie his all, and I can't wait to see him try more roles like this. This is hands down the best performance of his career. Another thing worth praising is Lily Collins' Elizabeth Klutfer Kendall. Through her eyes, she is extremely sympathetic. The guy she was in love with turned out to be the psychotic murderer. She has her inner demons as well, and this is a stellar performance that will probably be overshadowed by Efron. She's drinking herself to death over this. She's trying to live a normal life because she was once Ted Bundy's girlfriend. And Lily Collins, I feel, nails this. But as for issues with this film, and I hope to God no deranged Ted Bundy fans interrupt me, is that it feels like I'm watching Confessions of a Killer as a movie. At times it feels like I'm watching a segment on America's Most Wanted than I am watching a movie. That's not good to me. I've seen Confessions of a Killer. I can fire up Confessions of a Killer right now on Netflix. I don't really need to see it dramatized. Also, I can't take Jim Parsons seriously. You're expecting me to take Sheldon fucking Cooper seriously as a hard-ass prosecutor? All I just see is Sheldon Cooper. I just feel he is wildly miscast. If you want something more comprehensive on Bundy's life, check out Confessions of a Killer. If you want a somewhat entertaining Cliff's Notes version of that documentary, watch this. If nothing else, watch Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile solely for Efron's performance. He definitely gets my Most Improved award for 2019. But at the end of the day, the film is just fine. It's one of those movies you fire up on Netflix on a rainy day. It's not a movie you have to see right now. I was really looking forward to this, but I think it was just a matter of Netflix not wanting another competing Fire Festival documentary debacle as to why they snatched this up, when this could have been more suited for something like Amazon Studios. I'm gonna give Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile a 3 out of 5. Be sure to like, comment, and spread the word about New Realms Media. Follow me on all my socials at New Realms Media. Until then, I'll see you next time.